This is a very quick video to introduce the SP404 TouchOSC panel that I've been working on. So across the top left you'll see the 5 buses. You can choose between them and you'll see which editors you're able to use. So I'm going to start by picking the filter and drive one, and then I can basically attach it to the bus 1 by either pressing the on or the off button. So if I push off, then it's attached but it's not switched on. I can switch it on and off on the button underneath the bus or within the panel. I can change settings. You'll see they're all mapped to the actual display values on the device, and I can then store presets for each of them using the buttons at the bottom. If I click on the presets, then it will switch between them and send the relevant messages. At the moment, because it's off, you won't hear that, but I can then switch it on and then switch between the presets like this. I can remove individual presets like this, add them back, or I can remove all of them. Now if I want to change the effect that I'm using, then I hit the clear button at the top and then I can select a different one. So I'll just quickly show you the different panels. So there's the resonator panel, which has the keyboard, so you can choose between the different root notes and chords. You can store these as presets as well. But one of the things that's nice here is if you don't actually want to recall the notes, then you can hit this exclude tuning from preset recall and it will stop doing those. If I then switch back then and store the presets again, so if I will store one on C1, store that there, store one on C2, store that there, and then you can see it switches between those. If I want to change the root note here, then essentially I'm on preset 2, I'll remove it, change to P5, replace that, and then I can switch between those two as well. Now again, this isn't connected, but I can hit on, that immediately turns on that effect. I'll turn it off, clear that, and then I can I'll just run through a few more of the panels just so you can see what they look like. So we have sync delay. This one's fairly complete. You can see you can directly choose the values here. We've got the isolator, which is a nice simple one. The DGFX looper, so quite straightforward. Got scatter, the downer, which is similar to the filter and drive, and we've got a nice big XY control for this. Hadu, which is a little bit more of a complicated one. Kodama, which is very similar, and then the last one I've done so far is the Zanzu, which was pretty complicated because you have to have different views depending on whether sync is on or off, and they synchronize. So if I set a time value, then it synchronizes with the settings here, so I can then jump between them as you can on the SP404. Anyway, all feedback and comments will be extremely welcome.